It's Dad. Horror movie Dad to be exact. Welcome to this bonus D3. That's 2 Sunday nights in a row of D3. Dad and Dinero discussions. I am Horror Movie Dad, and K Dinero will be joining me very shortly. What we do, we discuss horror movies. What's up, Guitar God's already in the house. How you doing? So, this is what we do. We watch horror movies, and then we discuss them for about an hour, maybe even longer. And we do this every other Sunday, but since we had a messed up schedule this past month or so, we skipped a day, then we moved to a Saturday. We thought we'd make it up to our viewers and everyone else that we will do 2 Sundays in a row. And that's what we're doing. So, 2 Sundays in a row, you get a D3, and we're ready. I see people pouring in right now. It's good, it's good. We're waiting for K Dinero. Tonight, we will be discussing the controversial Neon Demon. The Neon Demon. You can probably hear the music right now. There we go. That is the main opening score that you hear from the Neon Demon. It is by Cliff Martinez, is the score composer. I love this score, so I thought it'd be great to just open up with it while we're waiting for K Dinero to join. So, 2 minutes late, but it's okay. So, what we'll do, I think, is this our 20th D3? I'm not even sure. You know what? We might even be on our 20th D3 now. I gotta check. So I'll check on the stats with that one. But I see K Dinero is coming now. Let's welcome him with open arms. Go live, bro. 1.
No.
What up, bro?
Okay.
Did I get you or what?
You're frozen for a second. You got me. Woo.
Oh, dude. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Look at that background.
Yeah, you like that? It's the movie playing right off the bat, bro.
Movie playing right off the bat, man.
While I was, let me turn up my mic here. You can see my hand. Okay. So, while I was waiting for you, I was playing the opening score. Dude, the score for Neon Demon is freaking excellent.
It is excellent, and I'm going to get into discussion. 1 second. I just need my cup.
This guy's not even ready. He's not even ready.
I'm not even ready. Fuck.
He's not even ready. Well, I guess we have to wait for K Dinero even longer because he's got to go get his cup.
All right, ready.
So, all right. This movie was Kenny's choice, and I'll let Kenny throw out the intro for this movie and let us know what we're watching, why we're watching it, and where it's located. Boom,
All right,
go.
so the movie is called Neon Demon, and it is directed by, and I don't want to butcher your name, but I might be butchering your name because I've never seen someone's last name like that. But this movie is directed by Nicholas Winding Refn.
Maybe even Winding Refn.
Nicholas Winding Refn.
Sure.
Sure. So it's about a girl who comes to LA to become a model. And I'm going to go ahead and let you do, if you have a synopsis or if you have like a whole, yes, let's go. Let's tell the viewers what this synopsis is.
All right. Just to let you all know, I get my synopsises or synopsi from Letterboxd.com or Letterboxd the app. It's like an IMDb, but it's my personal favorite. So The Neon Demon, it
Nice.
released in 2016. Beauty is vicious. When aspiring model Jessie moves to Los Angeles, her youth and vitality are devoured by a group of beauty-obsessed women who will take any means necessary to get what she has. And that's exactly what this movie is, a perfect synopsis.
Mm-hmm.
So a young girl moving to Los Angeles and finds out that becoming a model, a beauty model, is not what she expected. Or is it expected?
So in this movie, there were some surprises in this movie that I completely forgot. And there were some guest appearances in this movie that I didn't even think that I would see actor-wise.
Right.
But there are key characters in this movie. And we have Jessie, we have Ruby, we have Sarah, we have Gigi, and we have Jack. And we also have Dean. And those are pretty much the main characters in this movie. And in the beginning of the movie, you can see in the background, she basically does a shoot for an ad, like a random ad, which we find out later. And she meets this guy named Dean. And basically, she wants to do a bunch of shoots to go to LA to become a model. And I found it very, very foretelling because of the beginning of photo of her. And I feel like there's a lot of foreshadowing in this movie, and there's a lot of hidden details and a lot of hidden messages. The moon plays a factor in this movie a lot. We will get into discussion with that. And I also got Suspiria vibes.
Yeah, dude. Lots of like cinematography, cinematic scenes,
Yeah.
a lot of silence and just watching people with a random score, a lot of awkward silence too. A lot of just a lot of imagery. And I saw the question, Living Angel, I guess that's what we're calling, that's what her name is. She was asking where this is available. It's available on Amazon Prime right now for watch. So yes. It looks like we got some buffering. Is that me or you, bro?
No, I hold on. I gotta change my my settings. Hold on real quick.
There we go. This guy's still not ready for D3 tonight.
I'm always ready. I'm always ready. Hold on. Can you hear me still?
I can hear you. I just can't see you, bro. We got J Stack in the house talking about the Neon Demon on Amazon Prime. So, as Kenny was mentioning, it's a lot of foreshadowing, a lot of imagery, cinematic scenes, almost to its detriment. It almost like lays it on really, really thick with, let's see if we can make this movie artistic. You know what I mean? And we lost Kenny. So I'll keep continuing. Let's try to make this movie artistic. And it almost like they pumped us full of making sure that we're trying really, really hard to make this cinematic, to make beautiful imagery, which is not putting down the movie at all, but it's almost like, how would I explain it? It's almost pushing it down our throats. It would be a lot better if we could figure it out on our own rather than it being pushed to me. And here comes Kenny's back. So, and that's kind of my feeling about it. So Kenny's always having technical difficulties. There he is. Did you need to make a second entrance or what, bro? Dude, is this your encore?
This is my encore.
I was just explaining as you were gone that a lot of imagery, a lot of artistic shots, but I almost thought like it was shoved down our throats, to where normally when you watch a movie and it's artistic and stuff, it's not like you you randomly just notice it and it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. But this, like, it's almost the entire movie is like, let's make something extremely artistic the entire time.
Dude,
Which
no.
not bad.
I totally
Don't
get
get
the
me
vibe.
wrong. But
First off, I want to apologize to everybody that is viewing for my technical difficulties. Normally, this never happens, but for some reason,
never? Wait. This never happens?
it hasn't happened in a long time. It hasn't happened in a long time. But let's get back to the movie. I would like to say that the director, I'm just going to say Nicholas because I don't want to butcher his name.
That's fine.
He has his own signature of filming. Like, look in the background. Every scene, and we will get to that scene in a second, every scene is shot like perfectly. Like the lighting. It's like almost a music video, but he uses awkward silence. Like he has so many parts where it's just awkward silence and you're waiting.
Yeah.
And then boom, something happens.
Dude, the bathroom scene
Let's talk
was
about it.
extremely awkward.
Okay,
like,
okay.
It made me anxious. It was giving me anxiety just to watch it. I'm like, dude, it's like, what's happening right now?
Okay, so Jessie, who is the girl who comes to LA, meets this girl Ruby. And Ruby is a redheaded girl who is an LA native, and she basically, knows a lot of connections. And she wants to be friends with Jessie because obviously Jessie is very, very good looking. She's beautiful. Like there are some scenes in this movie where I was just like, fuck, man, this director really knows how to bring out like beauty. Like it was almost like opening a magazine, like a model fashion magazine, and you see like, every page that you turn is her, but it's like a different version.
In your opinion, who was the prettiest one to you out of all four of the main characters?
Jessie, sure.
Jessie was the one for you?
Jessie and Sarah.
Who was the tall one? The tall one.
The tall one with the crystal blue eyes?
Yeah.
That was Sarah. I liked her too.
Sarah I thought was the prettiest one. They're all very pretty, of course, but Sarah was the one who was catching my attention. Maybe because she had that evil look all the time.
She did. She had the resting bitch face.
And that gets me. I'm a horror movie dad, man. You got to look evil to be in my house.
She had the resting bitch face. That's what it did.
Dude,
okay,
you got to be evil to be in my house, bro.
Yeah, okay. Here's the scene. Here's the scene which I love, is she's in the bathroom and Ruby's like, hey, do you want to go to this club? Do you want to go to a party? And so they go to the party, and before they go in, all of the girls go into the bathroom, and this is where you meet each model. You meet Ruby, you meet Sarah. So Ruby introduces Jessie to Sarah and Gigi. And obviously the girls are very mean to her, but in a very condescending and
passive aggressive,
condescending, like, just very bitchy, like, who the fuck are you, bitch? Like, you don't even know us. And there was a scene where she talks about her lipstick and she's like, oh my God, I just got this lipstick. It's called Red Rum. And Ruby looks into the mirror and she says, well, the reason why women always get the certain lipstick is because it reminds them of food or sex. And then she's like, just like honey and murder. So I was like, what the fuck? So she basically said food is basically what they would go for, and she used food as murder. And like that kind of like, it picks it up a notch. And right here in this scene, right? This was like,
great, bro. Look, you can just watch how it's just a bunch of imagery with music in the background. You can't hear it because I got to mute it so I can hear our conversation. But this is kind of perfect example of how the movie just uses imagery to drag you in and keep you
on. And so there's a scene where they're all in the club and they're just watching a naked woman being it looks like bondage. She's being tied up, and I actually looked up what the fuck this shit is called, and it's called it's a Japanese form of bondage called kimbakubi.
Man, dude, doing your research, bro. Yes.
Hey, so I might have technical difficulties, but I do my damn research. I do my damn research, okay? So this right here, what you're watching, is called Kinbaku B, which is the basically it's a type of BDSM, so bondage, detention, sadomasochism, and
Okay.
it's the tying of it's erotic tying. It's
All right. All
the
right.
yes, the love of erotic tying.
Yeah.
Kenny acts like he don't know.
But that's true though. This movie definitely is almost like a really long music video. It could almost be, have you ever watched Dark Side of the Moon or the Yellow
The
Submarine,
wall.
whatever, The Wall. Oh yeah, The Wall, sorry. It's like just a continuous weird music video. This is kind of it. Of course the lyrics would be all the dialogue, but seriously, I don't think the music ever stops throughout this entire movie. There's always some sort of score going on.
Yeah, no, there's always definitely a score going on. Um, and what we do, I think, so what happens next after she she finds we okay, who do we find out is the guest? Oh, okay, before we even get to that, this is the scene where Jesse actually meets a talent scout and Jesse spills the beans about something. What does she tell what does she basically insinuate to this uh, talent agent about her what?
She's actually 16.
She's actually
Hey,
16. She just turned 16.
right. She just turned 16. She's underage, but the agency does not give a fuck. And when you start watching this movie, you start to see how there's Jessie has this aura around her to where everyone just looks at her
Yeah,
like, my God, this is
yeah.
and
I'm not gonna lie. I got goosebumps a few times.
yeah. So, but you know what? I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not downplaying Jessie or the actress who played her or anything like that. But I really, she's pretty, but I really didn't see the aura that everyone else saw in this
Oh,
movie.
I did. I did.
See, you did,
I
which is
did. Yes,
good. You're supposed to, but for me, there's some reason why I didn't see it, and
I
I
did.
saw it. You know who I saw that aura around?
Sarah.
Sarah. Sarah was giving me that. Like, I think she had this weird. To tell you the truth, I think she was the neon demon, bro. Because I don't know. I don't know, man. It was just something about her. That was my aura. I think it's to each his own, right? You can find aura around all four of those
You
characters.
know, I thought Ruby was hot too until the end of the movie, but we will get into that.
Oh yeah, dude, I liked her even more after that.
Oh, I don't know, man. That was we will get to that, but okay.
Before you say what you're gonna say next, dude, did you notice that every time, like, the dialogue in this movie always has a little bit of an echo on it? Like when people talk,
There's
it
an
sounds
echo. I
like
never noticed that.
like you've made tons of music in the studio, right? You
Yeah.
know how your producer can throw an echo on your voice to make it sound like maybe you're inside
Oh, you mean reverb?
I don't know if it's a reverb, but it sounds like
Yeah, it's
sounds
reverb.
like they're talking in a big room, and
Yeah,
you
reverb.
know
Or maybe they're rapping in a fucking drawer.
that's what it's good inside joke there, buddy. So we're gonna have to explain that because you brought it up a second time. So basically, back in the day when Kenny and I were experiencing with rap when we were in high school, we had a microphone. We used to record on his computer, and I stuck my head in his empty drawer and closed it and had the mic on. And right before I spit my verse, I said, "I am rapping in a fucking drawer," and we kept it on the song. So there you go.
Dude, yes. Okay. So the talent agent is talking to her right now,
Yeah.
and basically she's like, "All right, well, we need parental consent." So she prints out the form, but dude, you know what's hella fucked up? There was like three other girls sitting down waiting, and she just walks to print it, and she goes, you can go." And I was
Bro,
like, "Fuck, that's cold, man. That's like no heart." And the girl just got up, with no emotion. Just got up, like she says, you can go, and she just goes. Like
Man,
I was like, that was so cold, man.
I wonder if the beauty model like career is really as brutal as this.
I'm pretty sure, dude.
I wonder if it really is.
I guarantee you, he made this film to poke at like some of the industry, and
right.
he probably knows people who do it, and was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a movie because what is it? Post Malone came out with that album. His last album was something about Hollywood.
Yeah.
I forget what it was called. If anybody knows, put it down. Let us know. But he in his album, he was basically saying like how he felt like everyone in Hollywood are like fucking vampires and shit, like energy takers and all that stuff. And Ryan DePaula just joined. And speaking of energy takers, I think Ryan DePaula created that theory a long time ago. But we will get that. We got to talk about this movie, all right? So, yeah. Hey, who is this guy, Josh, behind you?
Oh shoot, I'm. Okay, this is her. I guess her friend. She kept saying, but Dean. It was almost like the fringe friend boyfriend going on here, and he's a real nice guy. He really likes her, and he treats her well, and that's basically all you really need to know about him is that he stays with her, he sticks with her.
But okay, Dean actually has a very he might have been the realest person in this movie who actually like was, when it came to real beauty, it wasn't like what Jack explains later, and we will get into that. But in this scene, right, Dean is like, and by the way, Dean has a very fucking nice, was that a Firebird?
The Firebird,
really nice car.
So they called those a T-top, bro.
He had the T-top Firebird, looking real nice with the glossy paint. Yeah. Fuck, like, wow, dude, your car is fucking nice.
You never know what Dean does. Actually, he's a photographer.
He's a photographer who posts on Craigslist.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is where Dean talks to Jesse, and Jesse opens up about her age. She says, I'm actually 16. And he looks at her and he says, you know what? I think I left the stove on in my house.
Yeah.
And then she says, no, don't leave. Like she needs him. And so basically we find out we find out that this is the one moment where we find out Jesse is at her real age. And for some reason, at the end of the date, fucking Dean still tries to go for the kiss. Like, what the fuck, dude? You weirdo. And he still got rejected.
Yeah, she pushed him. She moved away and then stuck her hand out to shake his hand.
Yeah, that was awkward.
So what made a surprise? What made a surprise for me was seeing who the I guess you can call the hotel owner or whoever that's the when I saw him in the credits, so I already gave it away. But
okay,
it was a big surprise to see Keanu Reeves in this, and it was a big surprise to see him play the complete opposite of a real that he actually is.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is the complete opposite of the person he plays in this movie.
Yep.
And that shows he's a good actor, you know what I mean?
No, he was a piece of shit, dude.
He was a piece of shit.
A fucking shit, bro. Dude, and there's a scene that we'll get to too that was very, very disturbing and unfucking characteristic of anything Keanu Reeves does. And that hit a nerve, dude.
Was that a dream? Was that a dream she had?
We will discuss. We will discuss. We shall discuss.
You love your dreams, bro, in movies, making everything be a dream, bro.
No, but this is not a dream. This movie is not a dream. But she does have dreams. So she goes back to her apartment, and this is the reason why we find out who Keanu Reeves is because she opens up the door to her hotel room, and she almost sees like somebody inside. Like you see a head pop up, right. And you're like, this Ryan DePaul says, Kenny, this is a dream.
We're in a dream right now.
So she gets scared. She goes down to the manager's office. And at first, when I first saw it, I thought Keanu Reeves was the guy in her room because when she knocks on his door, it's just a black figure. Like you just see, you don't even see who it is. And then when he opens up the door, I'm like, oh shit, it's fucking Ted, or was it Bill?
Huh? Ted.
It was Ted.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, fuck yeah, bro. Excellent.
Yeah.
And so he goes back up to the room. He's got like his dirty henchman who looks like a fucking a carnival fucking character.
Do you know what that guy was in? The henchman. You haven't seen him before?
Maybe. Remind me.
So that guy, that actor, he's always reminded me of Ryan Sang, for one thing. The way he is and mannerisms, he reminds me of Ryan Sang. But also he was in Breaking Bad, bro. He was one of Jesse Pinkman's guys who helped him sell the meth, dude.
Shut up.
He had the beanie on. He was the guy with the beanie, the real skinny crackhead.
Oh man, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, so same guy.
So okay. So Keanu Reeves comes up. His friend's got the baseball bat. They can't open up the door. And so Keanu's just like, bring it down. Kicks the door down. There's a fucking mountain lion in her room. I was like...
Middle of Hollywood.
In Hollywood.
That was planted. That mountain lion, someone put it in there. It didn't just wander in because she left the door open. It was my idea was it was planted by those two other girls. They planted it in her room to take her out.
I mean, you know why? You know what's funny? When you fast forward, we're gonna fast forward now. Spoiler alert. Ruby, there's a moment where Ruby really hates herself, and she has her lipstick, and she crosses out like things. The house that she had a snow leopard behind her. I don't know if you noticed or if you
noticed. So that's probably how they got their hands on a mountain lion and put it in her room, bro.
They did, of course. They had to. You know, there's no fucking mountain lion in fucking
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Dude, I saw a mountain lion at our house like right before COVID hit, bro. There was a mountain lion down the canyon in my backyard, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's nuts.
You know, they say you're supposed to fucking act bigger than a fucking mountain lion if you see it. I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about that.
Just went back in the house.
Yeah. All right. So the next day she there's our guy, John Wick. John Wick is at the door.
John Wick's at the door. Yeah, he had the John Wick beard going, bro.
He probably was filming John Wick at the same time, dude.
Yeah, dude. Because I was surprised. This is more of a movie that you wouldn't expect to see Keanu Reeves in. You know what I mean?
Look at him. He's like such an asshole. He does not give a fuck, dude.
He's a complete ass.
Okay, so we're gonna go. So what happens? What happens after they find the mountain lion? What does she do, and where does she go the next day?
So I have this movie. This movie is kind of all over the place to me. So go ahead and remind me what's next.
Okay, so
I know all the scenes, of course, because I watched it, but I don't know I don't remember kind of what order it was in because the movie is just one fell artistic swoop. You know what I mean?
All right. So the next day, so there's this big guy named Jack, and Jack is a big deal. Jack is a very big deal in the fashion community.
Okay, where she gets her first.
So she gets her first photo. She gets her first photo shoot. And bro, the guy who's taking the pictures is a creepazoid, dude.
Seen that actor before somewhere?
I don't know.
Dude, I have seen him before, and I was trying to figure out where the hell he was from, but I couldn't get it, bro. So, I haven't looked it up yet. I'm just still trying to get it myself. But go ahead.
So the photographer, first thing. So basically, Ruby shows up at the set. Okay.
And Ruby is actually not a beauty model. She's a makeup.
Mortician.
She's the makeup designer, right?
She's the makeup designer because she puts the makeup on dead bodies and she moonlights as a mortician.
Right. So she's a
We'll
mortician,
get to
but
that
she also
later.
does. She's a mortician, but she also does makeup for all the beauty models.
Yes, she does. Yes,
Yes.
she does. Okay, so here we are at the set, right? And the photographer is taking photos, and then we have Jesse walk in. The first thing that the photographer does, which was kind of like creepy, is he goes take off your shoes, and then he just like stares at her fucking shoes, dude. Or no, stares at her feet, and then he goes, "This is gonna be a closed set. Everybody out."
Again, another person is just taken in by Jesse's aura, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people in this entire movie look at her and just like they don't make a frown or anything, but they just go like this. They pay more attention. They look at it and they go.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, like, she caught them with her tractor beam,
yeah.
and that was it, bro.
She's captivated. No, they are captivated by her beauty.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. When Jesse puts the makeup on, she looks, dude. Even without the makeup on, she looks really good. That's just my opinion.
Right.
She's really hot.
No, it's good to know because with me it didn't work for me, and that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Right. It didn't work for me at all, bro.
You like
Sarah. Sarah worked for me, bro. She was the one to where I was like in awe about it. Not like in a sexual way or anything, but more of like a beauty, like aura, like there's something going on with her that just drags you into like, oh my God.
And
you know,
you believe that Sarah is the neon demon.
Yes.
Okay. So
but I don't even know who the hell it is, but if anything, Sarah was the one that captivated me more than Jesse or the other two.
Sarah is the one who when they did the runway test, she was crying because she didn't get picked, and Jack didn't even fucking look at her. He was like folding a Ferragamo, or like he was folding one of those. What are they called? Fucking. What are those things that the Japanese fucking thing you turn into a crane?
Like, I don't know. You're Japanese, bro. You're supposed to know.
I'm quarter Japanese, but I can't remember the name of it.
Hey, you know more than me, then.
Oh wait, hold on. Look at the photographer.
Oh, there's the look. That's the look that everyone gives Jesse. Yeah. That look.
Yep.
And there's Jesse on the right, and there's the what's the one on the left? The beauty.
Origami. Ryan said it best. Origami. Okay, so the photographer says, "I want a closed set." Right? He's still, look at his eyes, like
just like such a creep.
I know, but he's looking at her so different. Like,
yeah,
the way he looks at her is just like he first he sees her and he's like, closed set, everyone out, and like he does this like creepy fucking like he's so captivated by her, but the way that he says it, he looks at her straight up and he goes, "Take off your clothes," and she's so scared. There's this moment in this movie where Jessie is the scared, timid, shy girl, and she's got a little bit of sass, but she's like holding it back, and it becomes a complete, like, she goes from one person to being shy, and then bam, she's that bitch.
I think she loves it though. I think she loved.
Oh yeah,
she was so innocent. And I think she just loved the attention she was getting from everyone. It was just like built her up, and then it was like, okay, you know, now I'm that bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So okay. So right here in this scene, Ruby is disappointed because she wants to stay and watch she wants to see how it goes down, and you can see the photographer. Look how he looks at her.
Right.
He's like not even moving. He's just staring like she's a like she's a.
And that brings back how much awkward silence was in this movie.
Yes.
And it was almost too much to where it annoyed the living hell out of me. It gave me anxiety sometimes. It's like, let's go.
Do you remember? Hey, do you remember in the movie Drive? He directed Drive, right?
Okay.
So do you remember in Drive, fucking Ryan Gosling doesn't say a word for half the movie, and he just
Right.
smiles. He's just like,
Right.
and then all of a sudden, bam, fucking gets fucking crazy. Drive was really good. That was a
Yeah.
really good movie.
Yes,
And
and
you know,
Drive is an excellent movie.
okay, so right now the photographer's like, take off your clothes, right? And you can see her. She's like standing so scared. She's only 16-year-old
But
girl, dude. She must
I
be
think she kind of likes it though a little bit though. She kind of
really.
seems like she's scared right now, but I think I think she digs it because you know she didn't even like think about not taking off her clothes. She just did it.
She did do it, yeah. You know, in there's a part where the lights turn off, and he like, I called it the what did I call it?
How good would it been if he did the tall man's shoulder slap on her, bro?
Hold on. Oh, I called it the gold paint. He became the gold paint groper. He became
The gold paint groper.
and like in the way he was slapping on the fucking gold paint was so like, it was perverted yet like, does she like it? Does she not like it? Like, see right here, he turns the lights off, right? And like, she don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. And like, he opens, like, he has this like secret suitcase, and you hear it unlock. And like, who the fuck keeps gold paint in a fucking suitcase? Like,
Dude,
if I got pulled over by the cops and they fucking opened up a suitcase and it was a camera and gold paint, they'd be like, what the fuck kind of kinky weird shit are you doing, bro?
but they'll let you go.
Yeah, but they'll be like, you know what? We should just arrest you for having gold paint and a camera in a fucking suitcase, you weird fuck.
Dude, all I gotta say is all the men in this movie except for her supposed boyfriend friend are pieces of shit, bro.
Yeah, no. They yeah. See right here, right. He's like, but
But she kind of likes it though.
to me, it seems like she's like scared still. She's still a
But then
16-year-old girl.
once he goes up on her neck like that, she gets into it, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's very. I
It's
don't know.
weird. Okay, this is it. It's weird, bro.
It's weird.
It's fucking weird. Okay. And we're talking about,
it's so cringy. I'm
it
cringy
is.
right now watching
It
that.
gives you anxiety. I'm telling you.
Yes, exactly. And I think he wants to give you anxiety. Like he like is like, there's so many scenes where, especially with no talking, I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Come on, like, what the fuck is gonna happen? But I'm still watching.
She likes it now. She's.
Yeah, like, what the fuck, dude? Look.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
So anyway, we can go. We can move on.
No. So he does the photo shoot of her, right? And it's like really good. Like, there's actual moments. See, this is where I got like goosebumps, because this is when the director really, like, this is when I see what people see in her. So like, when they were taking pictures, when it was, I'm not sure if it's this scene, but it changes the light and the angles, everything changes. And that's what I think the director is trying to get everyone to see. I did see it. I was just like, is this guy a really good director and he knows how to fucking just make the best shots out of everything? But for me, I was just like, whoa, man, like, she really is like very, very beautiful. I can see why people are captivated by it. But it's so funny because for you don't really see that. And it's good. It's good to know that, like, people have different, opinions on it. But right here is when she comes out and Ruby wants to know all the details. She wants to know everything, right? And then she's like, so how did it go? And he's like, yeah, she's gonna basically, she's like, yeah, they're gonna send it to Jack. And Jack is a fucking big deal. He is the real deal Holyfield in the fucking fashion industry. And then she says something here. She's like, I'm not as innocent as you think. Or like, she like says, this is when she starts to get that confidence.
She gets that sass, bro. The sass starts.
The sass starts coming right here, where she says like, well, that's what he says to all the girls. And then she like starts barking back. Because remember in the beginning of the movie when she was in the bathroom and all the girls were like hungry for her like a pack of wolves, and she was scared, she was timid, but now she's starting to like be like, yo, I am that bitch. I'm fucking hot as fuck, and you see it. Everybody sees it. You see it. So yeah, this is where Ruby. I said Ruby's hating Jack is a big deal. The group of girls fear. Oh, this is where they have their meeting. This is where we finally see your girl Sarah. You'll see. So Sarah, Gigi, and Ruby have a meeting at like the diner, and they start talking about Jesse. Jesse is the main point, and that's when things start to get really interesting.
Yeah.
What did you think of that scene when they were all talking about her, like when they were ready to order their food?
For one thing, I thought it was kind of funny that all they wanted was a fruit cup to eat.
Dude, they're like, we have a special, we have the steak this and that, and you can get a fruit cup. And like, can I just get the fruit cup? She's like, can I get the steak sandwich and substitute fries for a fruit cup? And she's like, no, you have to do this, blah blah blah. And she's like, oh well, we'll just get all coffees in a fruit cup.
she says, why are you having her tell her you're the special? It's not like you're gonna order any of it anyway. And she's like, well, she tried really hard to memorize it, so I want to hear her say it.
Okay, so
but anyway,
here's your girl.
Basically, it's just straight hate. All it is just hate on the younger chick because she's taking our jobs.
That's your girl right there, not her. That's Ruby.
No, the one
that's your girl, Sarah.
Yeah, the one on the left.
Yes, the one on the left. Gigi, I wasn't really. I don't know. She was just like, like you don't really. She's very pretty though. Like,
they all are.
Yeah.
They're all beautiful in their own way, of course. You know what I mean? But it's like which one brought you in, and I think that was the what the director was trying to do was trying to get you to zoom in on one of these four main character females.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I bet you other people would say that Gigi would be theirs, or you know what I mean?
No. I completely agree. You know, people, different strokes for different folks, man.
Right.
Like my
and
buddy,
everybody to each his own. You know what I mean? If you like something and somebody else doesn't, for one thing, who gives a fuck? Because if you like it and it's not illegal, if you like it, dude, you like it. Don't let anyone else influence you for that shit.
Well, like my good old buddy Al from fucking what tattoo did he from Rock of Ages Tattoo in San Mateo, California, right next to fucking what was that diner we used to always go to? Heidi's Pies. One time I was getting tattooed by him, and he said to me straight up, he said, you know what, Kenny? I like them tall, I like them small, I like them all. Okay, so here's a very pivotal moment. I love it how you have the movie in the background. It's so refreshing, and it just helps out with everything.
Well, it also, you know what else it does? It slows us down.
Yeah, it does. It does. No, it really does. Like, we break down every point. So here,
we don't have to if you don't want to. You know, it's just there.
Okay, there's your girl. This is what I see. Like when I see Jessie, even without her makeup on, like this is not about what they're wearing makeup wise. It's about the walk. It's about getting up. Yeah, it's about getting up, and you can hear, like, even when she was walking with the high heels, like there was something, I don't know, like the way that maybe they directed. Like, see, here's Jack, right? Jack does not give a fuck. Like, Jack he doesn't even look. That's how crazy it was. He doesn't even do eye contact. Here's your girl, Sarah.
Yeah, this is Sarah right here.
Yes.
Oh, like I said, another dude who's a complete fucking prick of an asshole, bro. It's ridiculous.
And dude, Sarah is very, very good looking. She has that, when I saw her, she has like that European model look, like, you know, that you see in magazines. Yeah, but look, he's doing the origami with the fucking handkerchief. That's so rude and cocky.
You don't care at all.
Dude, these girls, this is their life, and that's what he's doing. What an asshole. What the fuck, man?
dude. And something about Sarah, her face, dude, is just so unique to me.
Yeah, she does have very
really unique look.
And she looked fucking delicious. It's funny to say delicious. Sarah looked delicious at the end of the movie when she had the pigtails.
When she was standing there,
and she had the really big, sexy fucking Gucci glasses and the dark burgundy lipstick.
She's just so tall too. She's really tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
But there's a look that he's seen at Jesse. That's that horror shows. So anyway, we find out here Jesse gets the part and she doesn't, basically. And
I find myself just getting captivated right now. I'm just like, damn,
this is what ends up leading up to the scene in another scene in a public bathroom, which leads
lots of bathroom scenes in this movie.
Right.
Lots of mirror scenes in this movie.
Right.
Really, if you think about it, right? When you look into the mirror, you see yourself. And I think this movie uses mirrors a lot just to show what people truly think about themselves.
Right.
And I think the director, Nicholas, Winder Refn or whatever the fuck his name is.
Winding Refn.
Bro, do you remember Windings on your computer? Windings?
Windings?
Yeah, Windings was like
Wingding.
You could change. Yeah, Wingdings was like you could change your keyboard and it would put all emojis. I know you remember Wingdings.
I don't.
Who remembers Wingdings?
I never did Wingding. I never.
So there was like an option.
Maybe Winamp, but not Wingding.
No. Okay, there was an option on Microsoft Word where you could change the text to Windings. And if you change the text to Windings and if you do the date of 9/11/2001, it shows a plane going into like two crazy. I don't know. This is conspiracy.
Wow.
Yeah. Wingdings.
Okay.
Anyways, okay. So
I don't think we can move at the same speed as the movie going in the background because the movie is over 2 hours long.
I know.
So but anyway, now we're at the she's in the bathroom. She's having a meltdown in the bathroom because she didn't get the part.
But this is a pivotal scene, Josh. I want you to explain what happens here because this scene is like explaining almost the whole movie.
Right. So basically, Sarah is pissed she wasn't able to be one of the beauty models in the fashion show that was going on. So she went into the public bathroom. She was looking at herself in the mirror, got pissed, and threw, I don't know, I guess it was a metal garbage can at the mirror and shattered the mirror. And then Jessie, she's peering in now, hears that, walks into the bathroom, asks if she's okay. And basically it becomes this whole thing to where, jealousy starts prevailing. And
Is this where we find out Sarah is the neon demon? Because she does something.
This is one of the scenes where I think Sarah is the neon demon. Because
I'm gonna quote this. So Jessie kills it, bro. She kills it in front of Jack. She does the runway walk.
Right.
Bitch.
Yeah, and she makes it. She takes the spot, and she's coming in she's trying to be sympathetic.
And Sarah's like, don't do that.
Sarah's like, fuck you, like even the way Sarah and the girls look at her, they look at her the same way as all the men do.
They do. And Sarah, I wrote this down. Sarah says to her, she asked Jessie, she says, how does it feel when you walk in the middle of winter and you're the sun?
Right.
And then she looks back at her and she says, it's everything. And that's when I was like, oh, like, bitch, like, fuck.
She knows. So, and what ends up happening is Sarah comes at her, Jessie moves back, cuts her hand open from the glass on the mirror on the ground. Mm-hmm. All right, bleeding, crazy bleeding. Then Sarah pounces on her and starts licking and sucking the blood out of her hand.
To get as much as she can, yes.
To get as much as she can. She wants that beautiful youth, that sunlight. She wants that sunlight and a winter. She wants the youth blood. She wants it. She thinks it's there. It comes right here.
Yep.
If she consumes that, she can have that.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I think she already had it.
Wait.
I think Sarah already has it.
Oh, yeah, from the top. She already had it, yeah.
She already has it, dude. There's nothing more. It's just, but anyway, they want more. You know what I mean? And here it is. And then she runs away, creeped out, runs back to her hotel.
So explain this. Remember, she goes back to the hotel room, and what happens is she starts to we find out Ruby is a mortician, okay?
Yes, that's where we find that out.
But Jessie goes back to her hotel room. She's trying to fix her fucking she's trying to fix her hand. She's way behind. She owes John Wick money, and then fucking yeah.
She owes John Wick money because of the mountain lion. She wants John Wick to pay for the mountain lion. Mountain lion tore up the room.
And so there's a scene where Dean comes by and tries to press John Wick, and John Wick ain't having that shit. And John Wick goes up to him and he's like, because John Wick already knows that she's 16, and he has that like feeling, and he's like, oh, you like the young ones, don't you? He's like, why don't you go into room 214? We got a fucking 13-year-old runaway. That was very weird. He's all some real Lolita shit, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that is, but he was like, that guy was fucking weird.
He is, in turn, I think it leads that he was a sex trafficker. He was an underage sex trafficker, is what I thought.
Yeah.
But my thing was, she cut her hand, right? She went into the house. Her friend / boyfriend in between comes through. She passes out on the floor, and she wakes up in her bed, and her hand is bleeding all over the bed, and there's no bandage around it.
No bandage at all.
Are you gonna stop the bleeding? Maybe put a bandage around it. Put some pressure on your hand. So, but around this time, this is the biggest quote that stuck with me.
Okay.
The whole movie.
There's lots of quotes in this movie.
Yeah, but this was the biggest one that stuck with me the most, that I wrote down after. And I believe it was Dean and Jessie were talking or whatever, and he says, and I'm jumping forward a little bit, but it's all right. He says, he's like, why do you want to be them? Do you want to be them? And
yeah.
And then she says, I don't want to be them. They want to be me.
Yeah.
And that was like, okay, she knows now that she has that aura. And from that point on, the movie completely changes.
And so right here. So she's trying to fix herself. Right? Wait, who is that? Is that She's trying to fucking fix herself, and she goes to bed and she has a dream. Here we go with the dream shit of a triangle. You keep seeing this neon fucking triangle, right?
With like 4 triangles inside of it.
Yeah, and so was that the transition of her? Was that what does the triangle mean? And I couldn't decipher it. I don't know what the triangle.
I don't know, but there's in the whole thing, there's one big triangle, and within the big triangle there's 4 triangles. And so I was thinking every single triangle was for each one of the main characters. So that was my thought. It was like they were all in this together, but they each had some originality. That's why there was 4 triangles within the big triangle.
You know what it's time for? Let me get my apple crown, and I will be right back. And I want to explain right here. This part is, dude, this is your moment, horror movie dad, where you get to explain what your theory is on John Wick.
Well, I already said what my theory was.
But you can actually see it when he talks to the guy.
Yeah, so basically I think he's a sex trafficker. And that's all I'm getting with that. But one of the things I always thought is now Jessie's getting in, and she's a runway model. She's a beauty model. She's getting in with these top designers, top photographers. So she's got to be getting cut some pretty good checks. All right. Why the fuck is she still staying in this trashy ass motel? Tell me that. And this is what I'm going to ask Kenny when he comes back. Because she stays in this motel still. And it's like, you know what? You can go stay in a better place. I guarantee the agency that you're with, who had the same aura that you had, you know, who looked at your aura and knew that you were the one, would put you up in a nicer place anyway. So why the hell is she still there? So there's many parts of this movie to where you can say it's fool's gold, because any sane person wouldn't be doing some things like this. And I don't know if you overheard me, Kenny. Did you overhear anything I said?
No.
Okay, so I said, you know, she's I'm sorry for those, I gotta repeat myself who already heard it, but she's getting, you know, she's got a talent agency that she's with, that her agents. She's got very high-end photographers taking photos of her. She's in a highway, you know, she's a highway run, was it a runway model, top tier now. I guarantee she's being cut some pretty good checks. Why the fuck is she still staying in that trashy ass motel, bro? She can go stay somewhere else. Her agency can put her up in a nice ass motel and get the fuck out of there. But she stays in that motel, bro. So
you know what? We never.
Fool's gold, man. Fool's gold. I think they just wanted to keep Keanu Reeves around, and that's why they did it.
You know what?
That was the only flaw of the movie I saw.
They wanted to keep John Wick around, bro.
Right. It was a flaw, though. There's no way in hell she'd still be staying at that motel after getting all these gigs. She'd be getting so.
This scene right here is a fucking very. I don't know if you noticed, but this is where Gigi talks to fucking Jesse, and Gigi says, "You know what? I thought about having my breast reduction so that I look like something." I forget what she said, like a wire hanger. I don't know what the fuck she says. And she's all, "I had my ears pinned back so I can do pigtails. I had my." She does all this stuff, right? And she says something. She a reflection of becomes a demon.
Damn, you have the whole script in front of you?
Yeah, I know, right? She looks in the mirror, right? Did you notice that her face is distorted when she talks, when she looks back at her? Did you notice that?
Yes, I did.
Because that's what when she's talking, and then they have the picture. They have the picture of the smeared fucking like, look at the faces right there underneath. There's a painting, right? Of what, like, they have these paintings. She looks back at herself right here. Boom. Mm-hmm. It's not what her real life looks like when she's talking to her, but when she looks, her face is all fucked up.
That was supposed to be the makeup, though, that they wanted them to wear, and so she already had that on, and then
she doesn't.
But yeah, when she looks at her first, and then she looks in the mirror, it's like that. You're right.
Yeah, but she doesn't have that makeup on when she's talking to her.
Right. So it's like
mirror, and I feel like she looks into the mirror and she sees her insecurity. Mm-hmm. And that's what she sees. And that's why I feel like in this movie, there's so many mirror scenes, because this movie is about beauty. It's about what you see in yourself, and about how Jessie is just this energy of beauty that everybody just captivates by. And I love the fact that you don't think that she's that fun. I love it, dude. I really, and you know what? Sarah was hot though. I think Sarah was.
Of course, man. They all are. They all are. I just didn't see the aura of like all these other people did. But this goes to say how we're still talking about almost every scene, to where I think there was a little bit too much imagery and cinematic and artistic scenes in this, to where there's so much in it to where all of a sudden you become numb to it. And it's, but on the other hand, though, it gives you a lot to talk about, and this movie can be watched many times, and you can find new things almost around every corner. It kind of reminds me of Midsommar or Midsummer.
Oh, wow.
To where there's just so much imagery going on to where you can't see it all the first time you watch it. Two completely different movies.
Two directors who direct in like their own fucking way. They create
Right.
their own rules. This guy
Right.
definitely. So let's fast forward to.
Let's fast forward. I'm ready to fast forward.
Okay, let's fast forward to.
Fast forward. Prepare to fast forward.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Dean.
prepared to fast forward. Fast forward. Fast forwarding, sir.
So Dean basically comes to her hotel room with some flowers, and they go on this date, right? And Jack is the main man, and Jack is sitting with Sarah and Gigi, and Jesse comes in with Dean, and it's hella funny because Jack already knows. He goes, Gigi, stand up. And he goes, Dean. He's all, what do you see here? And he's like, she's fine. And that's the wordplay. And he's like, that's right. She's just fine. And so in her mind, she's like, I'm just fine. I want to be the best. But Dean is saying, you're fine. Like, yeah. But Jack is like, nah, you're fine. That's it. And
yeah,
so
you're just fine. Like, I'm just fine. I'm not good. I'm not great. I'm not bad. I'm not horrible. I'm just fine.
And then Dean says, and this is where Dean
Stop. You left to get a shot and then you didn't take it. So let's go.
Dude, I left to get a shot and then I fucking put my shot glass somewhere.
Okay, well, maybe if you want to wait on it, we can wait on it. It's up to you.
Okay, we'll wait on it.
It's up to you. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, I have to do a shot when somebody gets killed.
Okay, well, let's move.
All right, so but beforehand, Dean goes head to head. Dean goes head to head with Jack, right? And Jesse needs Jack. Jesse knows that Jack is the man, and then he's all, well, what do you mean? Like, Dean says something like, well, it's not about how you look, and Dean's like, no, beauty is everything. He's all, beauty is everything, and it's the only thing. And he's like, why you disagree? He's all, what? Does it matter because it's the inside? And then he goes, yeah, it does matter because it's in the inside. And then, like, Dean embarrasses fucking Jesse, and like he's like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking go. And this is when you really see Jesse's like, then go. She's like, go.
No, do you know what's his name? Not Dean, the other guy who was in the conversation, the dickhead. Jack, okay. He says, what's in the inside? He's like, but would you really know what is in the inside if she wasn't beautiful when you first looked at her?
Yes. Good fucking knowledge. Because if she wasn't beautiful, then why the
fuck
would
have looked
you
at
talk to her?
Would have he went to talk to her if she wasn't beautiful on the outside?
Dude, I must say,
there you go.
This Neon Demon D3 is some fucking good, like, fucking in-depth psychological stuff, bro. Like, we're getting in there.
This movie almost has too much to talk about.
I know. Okay, so, all right. So basically, why don't you get into the scene that's very disturbing what John Wick does to Jesse while she sleeps?
Okay. Well, okay. So we don't know if this is a dream or not. I think it is a dream, but Jesse's sleeping that night, and then John Wick, I love how we call him John Wick. Because he looks like John Wick. Because he's got the same hair,
he's got
same beard. So
John
like you
Wick.
said, he was probably filming John Wick at the same time, and then just did Neon Demon on the side during his breaks.
Yeah, I mean, really, he probably did all his scenes in one day.
Yeah, he probably did.
Yeah.
So, and he probably got paid up the ass for those scenes too, you know?
Do you think when Keanu Reeves went to set, he just went like this? He's all, yeah, I'm here. What do you want me to do? He's like, so, in this scene, I'm going to be the manager of the hotel, and I just have a really bad attitude, and I'm shitty. He's like, yeah, that's what you're going to do. Well, all right, then. Let's get this over with.
Dude, you sounded like him right there. You sounded like Keanu Reeves.
The director's like, Keanu Reeves, did you really have to bring a shotgun with you? Well, the thing is I'm doing this John Wick movie, and I have to keep this with me. We didn't tell you to bring a shotgun. We told you to bring a knife. All right, so explain the scene.
So anyway, he breaks in. Well, I guess he doesn't break in. He comes into Jesse's room while she's sleeping, which she shouldn't be sleeping there because she has enough money to go stay at another motel, better hotel. But anyway, he comes in. He opens up a knife. He's got a cargo knife, and he opens it up, and he sticks it in her mouth slowly, and she's still asleep yet. And then she finally wakes up when he gets like a quarter of the knife in her mouth, and she's like, "What?" And she can't do anything. And what is he saying? He's saying, "Don't
water."
Oh yeah.
He goes, water.
Yeah.
Water. So I think she was having a dream because she was thirsty and
right.
she needed to drink water. And then,
but it was another scene that gave you anxiety and was awkward because it took too long. Like he put the knife.
That scene struck a nerve. Yeah.
And she was going, and he kept putting it slower and slower down her mouth, and it took the scene was too long, and it just made you go, God, just hurry up.
No, it didn't make you feel uncomfortable though.
And that's
like how far. I was like, how far are you sticking that knife?
Yeah.
Like it felt like he felt like he kept going even more and more and more, and you're like, dude, he's got to be cutting something.
Yeah. So then she wakes up, and then she hears a struggle going on next door in the room, and it sounds like someone's getting attacked, possibly raped. And I think that's the 13-year-old girl.
Yep.
And was it John Wick doing that?
I think so, man. Or
was it somebody else?
Or maybe, you know what? Your theory on John Wick being a fucking an underage fucking
trafficker,
human trafficker, is correct, man. I think you nailed it. I didn't even think about that when you told me that. It fucking actually blew my.
Dude, in Hollywood and LA is a huge hub for that shit too. It's a really big hub for sex trafficking and underage trafficking.
All right,
but what I didn't understand is she heard this struggle and she just puts her ear to the wall and listens. Dude, call the cops.
Dude, good fast forward. We would still be talking about the scene right now.
Yeah, we had to go.
Yeah, but can I tell you why?
Yeah.
Can I tell you why? Okay, so here's Gigi, right?
Mm.
Why do you think Gigi is the least attractive out of all of them?
I think she's the least attractive out of all of them because I think she's the bitchiest one,
mm-hmm.
and also that that she just, I don't know, maybe it's because she brags all the time.
Yeah.
And I cannot stand male or female, even kid, even like I got kids, I got an 8 and 9-year-old, even kids that brag a lot, or anyone that brags is a huge like personality turnoff to me. I can't stand the constant bragging about yourself or to make yourself look better than others. So you're going to talk yourself up because you're extremely insecure. She's so insecure. That's what she does. And I can't stand people like that. It's a huge personality flaw for me.
No, I agree. Yeah, that scene definitely with Jack, but you made the comment about, Dean was saying Dean had the right state of mind. And another thing that we fast forward to, when they were done, Dean went straight to the apartment, and then you fast forwarded earlier and you were like, Dean said, why do you want to be like those girls? And she was like, basically, I'm like, they want to be me. Fuck you. Good night.
Yeah. Right.
And dude, you know what's fucked up too? She had the flowers in the water cup that Dean gave her. She straight took the flowers and fucking like, I was like, damn.
Right.
I was like, that's some cold ass shit. I know you're fine and all, but damn, that was some cold shit. So let's fast forward to hold on. Shout out to Yezi_650 who just joined. We are talking about the movie The Neon Demon, and you can watch it on Amazon Prime for free. And where did we go? So Jesse calls Ruby. Why does Jesse call Ruby?
Because she's scared. She's scared. She wants to go. And Ruby always told her, like, if you ever get into a pickle, you ever need help, whatever you need, call me any time of day or any time of night. So she calls her, invites her over, and she's ended up house sitting at this house. And then I'm just going to jump right at it.
Yeah, what does Ruby do?
Ruby basically
tries to
rape her, tries to have sex with her, and she forces herself onto Jesse, and forces herself hard onto Jesse.
That Jesse throws her. She tells Ruby, basically, at first I thought she was saying that she was a virgin, but then again, I was like, I just wound back and I'm like, oh, I've never done this with a girl before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm new. I don't swing that way.
Right.
Dude, Ruby got mad. Fucking, that's when she storms out, and that's when you see another scene of a mirror, and she has the lipstick. Remember, we talked about the lipstick in the beginning of the movie when they were in the fucking public bathroom, and they talked about the lipstick is either let me go back to my notes. There's two things about lipstick. It's something that you like to eat. What was it again?
And it's something about sex.
Sex, yes. And and she uses the purple. What does the purple mean, though?
I don't know.
Well, purple, does the purple foreshadow? She does two X's while she's looking at herself in the mirror. She draws two X's in a big ass circle, right? And there's snow leopard in the background. And once again, our director has the Costco lights that he bought for $9.99 that you can control on your phone that hues different LED fucking projected colors.
Right.
Because he loves using colors that change in the movie.
Well, it's freaking neon, bro. Better have a bunch
Neon
of
demon
going on.
You just said it right now, neon lights.
Right. So there you go, dude. But anyway,
okay, can we fast forward to what does Ruby do after she gets rejected? What does she do? And I am going to hold on. Let me get my shot for this.
We gotta take a shot for this one.
You're explaining what happened. What the fuck does Ruby do?
Am I explaining it now, or am I explaining it when you get back?
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna take a shot for this scene because it's oddly disturbing and probably.
I want to see. I wish I was a fucking fly on the wall to see the expression on your face,
dude. So,
I've never seen anything like this in a movie.
No.
Dude, let me tell you, holy shit.
No. So this is when the movie started to surprise me because I was thinking throughout this entire movie,
like, what the fuck?
I'm like, how the hell is this a horror movie? Because it's listed under horror and suspense.
Yep.
So I was like, this is not a horror movie.
Uh-huh.
And then this is what triggered it to be a horror movie.
Yeah.
And it was almost you're 3/4 into the movie now.
Then it boom. It
finally punches you right in the face.
Yes,
that this is a fucking horror movie.
Hard like this, like bam, like oh shit.
Yeah, like the straight forearm elbow, bro, like Tony Jaa.
I thought the same thing too, bro. All right, so explain what happens.
So she's a mortician.
Right, should we both take a shot right now and then you explain?
Yeah, we'll do it now. Okay, we'll do it now.
Right, cheers, bro.
All right, cheers right here to D3. Finished. All right. So she's all hot and bothered that Jesse did not want to have crazy lesbian hot sex with her. She was pushed off. She was depressed. She was horny still. So she goes to her job. She's a mortician. And I hope that you can see where this is going if you haven't seen this movie yet. If you haven't seen it, sorry, spoiler. There is a dead female, I don't have to say dead. It's a female cadaver laying there, already cut up, with the embalming fluid, everything, all ready to go, just needs to put makeup on. And she looks at it, and you can tell what's going through her mind. She's sexual look. So she starts French kissing the fuck out of this cadaver.
Wait. Before she French kisses the cadaver, what does she do?
She's groping.
What does she grope?
She's got gropey hands, and she's groping the breasts of the cadaver.
She even put them together like she was about to pull out her dick. She had like, fuck those motherfuckers.
And reminder, the cadaver has, what do they call it? The V cut or the Y cut and the staples. And the cadaver's probably cold. But what is, okay, she's feeling up the cadaver. Okay, fine. She's feeling up the cadaver and she starts kissing the cadaver. Okay, maybe a couple little pecks are fine. But then she shoves her tongue, like literally opens her mouth and sticks her tongue out like this and shoves it down the cadaver's throat. And it's all slobber, too. Make sure it's all slobbery and everything. I'm probably just explaining this in way too much detail for you all.
No. Hey.
But,
no.
Dude.
After she sticks her fucking tongue down her mouth, she spits in her mouth. Dude, she spits. Not like, she sticks her I can't even, she sticks her tongue straight down her mouth and spits. Like it's not like a night, like you're about to get a blowjob and a girl like kindly, politely spits on your dick. No, she fucking spit in her mouth like she had a loogie that she was trying to fucking hawk that thing right out the car so it doesn't hit the fucking side on the freeway.
Yeah, it was Pet Zeppelin, it was a big drop. Let me tell you.
Hey, Pet Zeppelin, thank you for joining. We're talking about The Neon Demon. You can watch it on Amazon Prime.
Or do you want to watch it after I explain this scene?
I know, yeah, for real.
Anyway, she does spit in her mouth. It's like truly disgusting. And she ends up takes the sheet off, sits right on top of her.
Disgusting?
There you go. Sits right on top of her and starts getting herself off right on top of her. And then the scene's over. But anyway, necrophilia to the fullest.
Okay, my question was Ruby fingering herself and fingering the dead body at the same time?
She was probably going back and forth, man. After she spit that loogie and shoved the tongue in her mouth, dude, anything is possible.
Dude, I'm going to make a call right now. If you were to bang a dead body on a gurney and you moonlight at a fucking mortuary, I would probably be like sticking your dick into a cold pocket pussy.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad this is an hour and 20 minutes in, so hopefully no one even knows that we're talking about having sex with cadavers now.
Thank you, Neon Demon.
Neon Demon made us talk about it.
Thank you, Neon Demon. Hey, what I just described is nowhere near the fucking shock that you will see in that movie, dude, when that scene happens. And here's my girl Jessie, right? Oh, nope. She's in the shower. I find it so crazy that you didn't see what everybody saw in her. I find it so interesting, man. Like, you liked the demon. You liked the Neon Demon the whole fucking time. But the Neon Demon is what wanted Jessie. But I feel like Jessie from the start was just something about her. Her face and her eyes, she just had that look. She had a very innocent look.
Right.
But she can go from like, she could turn it off to on like super fast. I don't know, but when I looked at Sarah, she had that look that stays that look, but it's hot. Like she can't like look innocent and she can't look hot at the same time.
Dude, she looks like she would be like an angel of death to me.
Yeah, okay.
Sarah looks like an angel of death. She had that face.
Wait, Dunks SF says, bro, what the fuck?
Hey, it's not us. It's the movie, man. I guess it's the movie. This was Kenny's choice, so.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we'll fast forward a little bit more. So basically, after she gets turned down by
hold on real quick. What I really liked about this movie and what you said, and we've been talking about every single scene. It's been slow.
Fine.
This movie, like it's just like the scenes where he fucking has silence and you're just like waiting to see what happens. But this movie really becomes a horror movie after the fucking mortuary scene.
Right.
Because I feel like he's like so slow filming, and it's like a music video with all these cool lights, and you're just captivated by everything, and then BAM!
Yep.
BAM! Yeah.
Yep.
So explain what happens.
Now, she was highly rejected by Jesse. So now it comes down to all three of those girls can't stand Jesse or jealous of Jesse. They want the aura she has. And now it's the plot to kill her.
Yes.
So both of the girls, Sarah and what was the other one? Gigi,
Sarah, and Ruby.
And show up to Ruby's place where Jesse is staying. So Ruby basically becomes the friend, but she's not the friend.
Yeah, I think she was that the whole time, though.
They chase her around the house
with knives.
And the fight breaks out to where she's the damsel in distress running away from these girls with knives. And the pool in the backyard is empty. So she ends up standing by the pool.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Dude, there's one thing that there's one scene where Ruby opens up before the whole thing goes down, right? Ruby is in the empty pool, and she looks up at Jesse, and like basically she kind of opens up about like how she feels about herself, and like Jesse's on top and she's on the diving board, and I think she says something. She says something to Ruby that's like, she has that I'm that bitch moment where she says something to her, and like you kind of see a little bit of emotion from Ruby, and like she's like, I can't believe I said that, but guess what, bitch? I'm fucking setting you up after that. And right. So we go to the swimming pool. They all gang up on her. What happens?
Ruby pushes her into the deep end of the swimming pool with no water in it.
Man, dude,
falls back on her head, back of her head. She's barely alive. She's cringing like this, going. And then they walk down the pool. She's blood all over her. Her legs are all sideways, and then blackness. Okay.
I felt I felt some type of way when Jesse died. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, why they do Jesse like that? Why you gotta do my girl like that, man?
And to tell you the truth, I didn't care.
I saw her and I was like, damn, man, like you were so beautiful. You were so like damn, I seen what everybody's seen in you, and now you're at the bottom of the pool with your fucking ankle, with LeBron's James ankle fucking going here and there, and fucking your brain's fucking spilling out blood, and you're having a fucking Michael J. Fox moment. And like I'm like, fuck.
I don't mean to laugh. I said I don't mean to laugh.
Like, damn, why they gotta do my girl like that? And I was like, fuck. And dude, bro, I'm gonna explain. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna explain the next scene.
Okay, there we go. Right. Take it, bro. Nice. I would, but I don't have any left, and I have to go all the way to the other side of my house to get some, so I'm okay. But I did have a 3-finger pull.
So, this is where, as soon as the mortuary scene happens, as soon as the setup scene happens, as soon as fucking Jesse gets crushed, brain crushed, blood everywhere, you're like, what the fuck? Jesse's dead. How can this be? And then all of a sudden, horror movie vibes come in. You see Ruby in a tub, in almost, it looks like the gulag. It looked like they were in the motherfucking gulag.
Call of Duty, the gulag.
We got
the gulag
Ruby,
showers.
We got Ruby, we got Sarah, we got Gigi in the motherfucking gulag, and we got Ruby, the shot caller. She's in the fucking bathtub. And like, there's only so much blood you can fucking pump out your body. There's no fucking way that all of that blood came from her. But
it was blood. It was blood and water. A lot of blood, but there was a lot of water in it too because it wasn't sticking to her.
Ruby put her. And it's funny that her name is Ruby because we know that Ruby is a gem that is dark, is almost like blood. Okay.
Yeah.
Another, hey, Nicholas, I see you. And she's in the bathtub. Her face is blood soaked, and you got two badass girls in the shower, and I was just like, what the fuck? Gigi and Sarah are just like feeling themselves. The blood is coming off their body. I was just like, dude, this scene is fucking nuts. I was like, bro, I was like, dude, this is a fucking horror movie. Like, the Ruby, bro, in the fucking blood tub with the motherfucking shower with girls' blood everywhere. Dude, I was like, holy, I'm like this. I'm like, what the fuck? What is going on?
Basically, they're bathing and showering in her blood.
Yeah, which is pretty
they want her
fucking
aura.
gnarly.
They want her aura. They want what she was or what she is.
Okay. So
I think they can rub her physically onto her or drink her physical blood.
All right. So
get
do you
that.
want to explain? Do you want to I'm gonna explain. Do you want to explain the scene when Gigi and Sarah go to that fucking like resort, or do you want me to explain what happens right after the whole gulag scene? Because we're at the tail end now.
We're at tail end here. We can half it, bro. We can half it up.
Okay.
Do you want to say? Do you want the climax? Do you want to explain the climax?
I will.
We'll
go half and half on both. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead. You start. You start.
So this is how fucked up. This is how fucked up they do Jesse. And this is when I really liked Ruby until I saw her tattoos. But let's just rewind it a little bit, okay? So after Ruby takes a shower in her blood, her homegirls, after Ruby's in a tub full of blood and a rub-a-dub-dub, and her homegirls are in the shower, she, and this is where the moonlight thing happens again. Because let me rewind it back. There was a scene when Dean is with Jesse, and she rejects him, and he goes back to her room, and he goes, "Hey," and he looks at the moon, and then Jesse goes, "Do you want to go on another date?" But let's fast forward that, and now again we're at nighttime with the moon, and Ruby fucking is naked, and she like does this weird shit where like, is it the whole swimming pool coming out of her vagina? Because it looked like it. Like, how much fluid can you actually push out of a vagina?
I think it was some sort of imagery or dream or something, man, because
I think it was black magic, dude. I think it was like occult shit.
Okay.
Occult shit. Because here's another fucked up part, all right? She does that, right? What does Ruby do the next day?
Okay, I gotta block this.
Hold on. Ruby had those dark ass rings tattooed around her nipples. I was gonna get to that. All right. What does Ruby do next?
Hold on. I'm moving my head in front of this scene because it's a necrophilia scene and you can't watch it.
Okay, all right. I'm trying to block it.
I'm blocking it with my head now. You're not allowed to watch it. It's inappropriate.
All right. So
for Instagram, it's inappropriate for YouTube. It's inappropriate for live.
What does Ruby do? What does Ruby do the next day?
The next day,
she uses a garden hose.
Okay. The garden hose.
And she's by the swimming pool.
Okay, keep going.
She was there to house sit, right?
Yeah.
And she told Jesse that you could live there forever.
Yeah, she's spraying. Oh God, she's spraying. What's she spraying down? All the blood, right?
Yeah, and
all the blood out of the swimming.
But here's the thing. Here's a fucked up thing. She's spraying all the fucking plants like really lightly, and then when she looks inside the pool, she changes the nozzle to like fucking full blast on that bitch. Of
course. Yeah.
And she's just like,
yeah.
And then, which is the most really fucking weird part, is Ruby goes to the garden and they have a ditch already made for Jesse. And she's like sitting in the fucking ditch like reading a book, like hella happy, bro.
That was weird. That was
That
weird.
was fucking
Dude,
weird.
I forgot about that scene until you mentioned it right now.
That's all right. It's okay.
So that's why we're here together, bro.
So let's talk about
Final
Sarah,
scene.
and let's talk about Sarah and Gigi because that's the end.
Final scene. It looks like Gigi and this other chick are getting all dolled up to do a photo shoot with my man, the gold groper. What'd you call him? The gold
Uh,
groper.
the gold paint groper.
The gold paint groper from the beginning of the movie. He's doing some sort of photo shoot in front of the ocean or whatever. Looks like it's in Malibu or something like that. Anyway, so Gigi's there setting up with this other girl, and Sarah's there too. And the photographer asks why Sarah's there, and Sarah just says, "I'm here with my friend." And then so they start having a conversation. Sarah's not a part of the shoot at all. Start having a conversation, and I think I don't know if it was Gigi who asked or the other random.
It was a new girl. It was a new girl, and then the new girl goes, "Have you ever had a girl beat you out for what you do?
Right.
What did you do?" And then Sarah looks at her and she says, "I ate her."
And I love that. That was my favorite part. That was my favorite thing Sarah's ever done because she just like nonchalantly, I ate her.
Yeah.
That
And
look on her
face. Sarah was looking
and
good. Sarah was looking good in that fucking scene, man.
And then, but that girl, did you see that new girl was just terrified? They showed her face, and she was terrified because she believed her. And the thing is, she should believe her because it was true. Hint, hint. So
all right. So what happens? So the photographer goes, "Hey, we need you to get ready right now."
Yeah.
Sarah wears the same fucking, almost exact fucking outfit. They both have the braided hair with the fucking pigtails all the way down, which was sexy, by the way.
Told the new chick to leave, that she's fired, and he brought Sarah in. So it was Sarah and Gigi who were doing the shoot now.
Yeah.
Right.
And so Gigi is getting like they're so Sarah like puts on her fucking suit, and then like Gigi's waiting. She goes back there, and they have these fucking like big ass fucking these orange heaters in the background that you can just feel the heat, right? You're feeling the pressure, and Gigi starts to feel sick.
Yeah, it almost seems like she's about to throw up, basically, and she's going like this, and they're taking the pictures, and I gotta say this: the scene was pretty cool. The pictures that they were taking would turn.
Oh yeah, best scene in the movie.
Yeah, best like photography I've seen in the background
in any type of movie, right?
Yeah, just the way the girls looked with the glasses and the hair and the background and the colors. It was pretty good scene. And she starts getting sick, and the photographer's like, "What's wrong?" And she runs off the shoot into the back room or whatever. And so Sarah goes out and checks on her friend Gigi, and I guess they're in the dressing room maybe, or in the powder room of the bathroom. And she's still, Gigi's still going like up, like looking like she's gonna barf, like going. And she says, what'd she say? She says, "I have to get her out of me.
I have to get her out."
And she fucking barfs up an eyeball with blood. Jesse's eyeball. So now we find out.
And she commits suicide by taking a dude, this scene was so crazy. She takes a pair of scissors and she fucking cuts herself from the sternum all the way down to her stomach, dude.
Carrie.
And yes. And fucking
with scissors.
Yes. And
not with a sword, with scissors.
And Sarah, she goes like this. She looks at her and she goes like this. She goes, no emotion. One like thing with her lip, and then she sees, dude, again, like, you're so captivated by Jesse. You see her eyeball. She sees the eyeball.
That was just barfed up. That was just barfed up by Gigi. That means that Gigi swallowed the eyeball whole and didn't chew it.
Yep.
So that's probably why she got sick. but you know, like you're gonna swallow a whole eyeball. Come on.
All right. So we know that basically, like you said the whole time, Sarah was the neon demon the whole fucking time. Showed no emotion, took that eyeball, shoved it down straight her throat, and went back to like it was nothing. Credits roll.
Right. She pops that eyeball in her mouth, swallows it, no emotion whatsoever,
All
goes
right,
back.
so let's get to the reviews, man, because I know we've been on here for a while. I'm gonna give you my review.
An hour and 35 minutes we've been doing.
I'm gonna give you my review. I'm gonna give you my review. 7 flat.
Wait. It's out of 5 or out of 10? Oh, we're talking about
it's
five.
out of 5?
Yeah, I think we're doing it out of 5.
I'm gonna do 3.5.
3.5. Okay. So I've really been thinking hard about my rating. While I was watching it, I was thinking about my rating. While it finished,
dude, hold on. I'm gonna let you wait on this. I have to piss so fucking bad right now.
Go ahead.
My bladder's gonna explode.
Bro.
So think about the review real quick.
Go ahead, dude. Hey, don't go find some eyeballs and swallow them too. All right. So anyway, I won't give my star rating until he comes back. But I think in my mind I've changed my star rating at least 4 different times, because I try to put everything into perspective and I try to put every scene. I think really hard about my star ratings, but then the thing is I come back and I change my star ratings all the time too. So as I said before, I'm on Letterboxd, letterboxd.com. It's an app, or you can go to website, Letterboxd. I write reviews on there too, and they give you 5-star ratings. And I've literally changed so many different ratings out of 5 stars for different horror movies randomly just by thinking something. So, and I can be on the more harsh side usually. I try to go, if I'm contemplating between the star rating, that means if I'm contemplating on a star rating, that means it's not good enough to be the higher star rating that I'm contemplating over. So let's say if I was contemplating between a 5-star rating and a 4.5-star rating, since I have to contemplate over that, it has to be a 4.5.
All right.
Because it has to be a clear 5 if it's going to be a 5, if you understand what I'm saying. So I was just explaining the way I rate movies. Anyway, so as I was contemplating about this movie, about what it should be. And I ended up saying this is a 2.5.
Okay.
So, which is a 50-50. It's average. It's between, I was contemplating between a 3 and a 2.5. But I decided if you have to contemplate about...
you might want to move your head.
Oh, thank you. If we have to contemplate about a star rating, then you have to take the lower rating because you're contemplating about it.
Oh, wow. Okay, I agree.
So that's what I was explaining. So 2.5, which is basically an average movie.
Wait. Did I say 3.5 for mine?
You said 3.5.
No, I'm changing my shit to 3.
You don't have to change your shit, bro.
Because I'm contemplating about it.
You contemplated about it, so you got to take the lower.
Taking a 3.
Because if you didn't have to contemplate about it, it would be a 3.5.
Yep.
So, and the reason why is just the only reason which kept me around was the imagery, and also imagery,
the beauty,
imagery, Sarah, and the final, like the double Dutch door action of necrophilia and then barfing up an eyeball.
Yeah, dude.
Those are the 3 pieces that
it became a horror movie at the last quarter of the movie. It did. It really did.
But what brought it down for me was that there was a lot of just too much of me just sitting there and waiting, and awkward silence, and it gave me anxiety sometimes, and so that's why it's not a higher rating for me.
Let me ask Elizabeth.
What's up, Elizabeth?
What did you think? Okay, I'm gonna ask Elizabeth. Let's see what she says. What did you? Oh, this is. Move your head. That's the scene where she's laying in her fucking grave, bro. Laying in her fucking grave, dude.
With all the flowers.
Yes. What the fuck? Who thinks of this shit? Who thinks of this shit?
another movie we watched about an eyeball, bro. We talked about eyeballs and when we talked about The Gate.
Oh yeah.
Some more eyeballs, bro.
Okay, so here's a scene where you see the moon again, right?
Right.
And I don't understand why she lays naked and she pees all so much. But anyways,
The
yeah,
moon,
look.
the moon is Jesse's eyeball.
What?
She's looking down on them now.
I didn't even fucking think of that. Wow. Oh,
Here it is.
hold on. See, like, hey, I don't care how big your bladder is not big enough for this. Watch, you can't see it though.
I don't think we can show it though. I don't think we can show it, dude, because it shows parts.
All right, we'll move your head a little bit.
There you go. There's all the water coming out, and she's okay. There we go.
All right.
See? Oh, can't see.
All right. So let's ask Elizabeth.
All right.
What was your rating for this movie, and who was your favorite model?
Okay. So as she typed,
like Gigi, maybe she thinks it sucked. It was a 1.2, like
right.
1.5.
As she types her answer, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this was D3 Dad Dinero. We discussed the Neon Demon, and if you missed most of this is an hour and almost 45 minutes long. Don't worry, I'll post it on my IGTV at Horror Movie Dad on Instagram, and then probably a week from now, I'll have it on my YouTube channel, Dad Watches Horror Movies. So.
Oh wow. Okay, Jesse and I would give it a 3. Okay, I like that.
She was captivated by Jesse too.
Jesse had that. For me, Sarah had the like the Croatian, like the Russian, like the very European fucking model, tall. Just her eyes were really, like, don't get me wrong, like Sarah really caught my eye at the end of the movie when she had those sunglasses on and she had the burgundy lipstick and those pigtails that came down that were perfectly braided. Oh my God, she was fucking hot. Like, dude, she looked fucking delicious, bro. Like she was an innocent girl. Yeah, Jessie was an innocent girl. Like, but it's like crazy how you see her transition. How she's she already knows. You know what's funny? They asked
Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of the innocent.
You know what? Hey, look again. To each to their own. Do you remember there was a scene? There was a scene where they asked Jessie. She's like, "Why don't you do this for money? Why don't you do that?" And she was like, "You know what? I was never a smart girl, and I was never good at sports, and I was never good at that. But you know what? There was one thing that paid, and that's beauty, and I know I got it."
Yeah.
That was a scene that I was like, you know what? She does have it, and I love the fact that you do not see it in her. Because it's like,
I like creepy shit, man, and she wasn't creepy. She was too innocent for me. You got to be creepy, dude. You got to be weird. You know what I mean? And that's just.
She did. She was the innocent girl, and then she became that little bitch. But let's go. Hold on. Here's Sarah. Let's embrace. Okay, so no. This is the part where the photographer comes. Sarah's not in it yet, right? But Sarah scared the other girl, right?
Yeah.
He's like, but you know what's funny? He's like, he doesn't say, take off your shoes, take off your clothes. he doesn't do that. But he's like, look, he's so disappointed right now. Look, he's scratching his head. Look at the body language. He does not like that other girl. He's like, fuck this
right now he says she's fired. And he walks away.
Uh-huh.
Comes get Sarah right here. There's Sarah waiting for a shot.
I'm Sarah.
Oh,
this is good. This is great. This is great.
Yeah, so but I think that's it, bro. Anything else, man?
I mean, if I could see one scene with her with that burgundy lipstick on, with the big aviators, sunglasses, and those braids, like, I'll be all right, though. You know?
All right, well, wait. Well, it's coming, dude. It's coming.
I know it's coming.
Would you want me to fast forward it, bro?
Slightly.
Let's see if I can do this right here. Hold up. Come on. You want
Yeah.
it right there? Not with the glasses yet. She doesn't have the glasses on yet. There we go.
Yes, right, right. So this was the scene where you said that the filming was like absolutely just stellar. Like right here, right here. You can even see like through your camera, like how good this scene was because it really, she is like, okay, I have Jesse inside of me and I'm
I
not
carved
feeling
up an
good.
eyeball.
Yep, she's got that little eyeball floating in her stomach, and she don't like it. And Jesse's just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And she's like holding her ground, and he's like taking pictures. He's like, "All right, dude, man, she's hot in that fucking scene, man. Oh man, she's really, really good looking."
Right.
Is it the braids? Is it the braids that just come down
The
perfectly?
the braids are pretty good, man. I'm a fan of the braids for sure.
Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, she looking delicious right there, man. She
Nice.
looking delicious. All right, so we have come to the conclusion
Hmm.
that a stomach is growling with an eyeball in it. It
So
was it was it was stuck in her throat. Oh shit.
just gagging on that thing. anyway, anyway, I want to thank everyone for sticking around too. For those who stuck around, and for those who just popped in, it's awesome. We did 2 weeks in a row of our D3. We had to make it up for you because we missed a week one time, and then we did a Saturday. So Kenny and I decided, hey, let's make it up to you guys and do 2 Sundays in a row. Yeah. So we'll probably won't do it for a couple weeks now, but I want to mention, stay tuned for our next Dad and Dinero plays. I got a DDP coming up next week that I'm going to upload on the YouTube channel. Dad Watches Horror Movies, of me and Kay Dinero playing some PlayStation again. This time it's a full video, so get ready for that. Any last words, Kenny?
Uh Rule number one: beauty always lies on the inside, not the outside. Fuck what you heard.
But would you know about the beauty of the inside if you weren't attracted to the outside first to make you go see it?
If I was blind.
There you go. All right, man. Good choice for Neon Demon, bro. And I'll see you in a couple. I'll see you for on our next D3, but I'll be talking to you before then, pretty sure.
Dude, get those like when you do your hashtags, make
Yeah,
sure you give a good shout out to our homeboy, our director, Nicholas Winding Riffin, or where the fuck
I
is it?
will. You know what? I'll even try to find him on Instagram and tag the guy. So
That's my guy.
there we go. All right, y'all. Thanks for
Oh
joining.
shit, hold on. I know you got at least one more minute left.
Dude, we talked through the whole movie again.
Dude, this part, I know you gotta go. I know, but I'm just saying right now, this scene was, oh my God, it was so worth it just to watch this
That's
whole
the
fucking
eyeball.
movie. The eyeball comes out, and look, watch Sarah's reaction. She looks at her and she does her lip moves like a centimeter. She's still staring because remember how everybody looked? Remember how everybody looked at Jesse? She's
Right.
still looking at Jesse.
Yeah, 'cause you saw the eyeball.
She saw the eyeball. Oh shit!
Carry,
Oh,
right there, bro.
Bro, hold on. I'm taking a shot for this one. Hold on, before you go. Here we go, dude. Here we go. Here we fucking go.
Cheers,
all right.
Bud. I'm still empty, but cheers anyway. There you go, bro. She doesn't even care. All she cares about is she sees that eyeball and she wants to eat it.
Dude, if Nicholas saw this right now, he'd be so proud of us. That's your girl, bro.
Just
That's
that
your
look
girl,
on her
dog.
face.
She's
girl.
fine. She is.
Dude,
fine.
my girl eats eyeballs, bro.
Hold on.
I'm gonna see if my wife is down to eat some eyeballs later.
What's your favorite? Okay. Why am I having Indiana Jones Temple of Doom fucking flashbacks?
The eyeball soup,
oh,
bro.
Shit, dude. She was drooling.
Yeah.
Dude,
oh yeah. It showed her drool.
drooling.
Yeah. It showed her drool before she
Right here,
takes it.
watch. Holy shit! When she puts it in her mouth. Oh my god. She don't even like swallow it though. It just like disappears in her mouth. Ooh. All right. This has to be hands down one of my favorite D3s, dude.
Yeah, it was good. It
We
was
held
really
it down, bro.
all right, bro. I'll see you soon, man. Thanks for joining, everyone, and
Yeah,
we'll talk
thank
to you
you.
later.
All right.
All right, brother.
Later.
Later, man.